You know I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it, I'm moving it. The city is where I'm made, Bostonian flow, I kick it back there. Yeah, I got game, got in a fan way. We the city of the champs, every sport we play. Spit wetter than the harbor, yeah, I'm flowing like the Charles. I be speeding on this beat, call it Turnpike Miles. Yeah, it's Google signing on, John to the Hancock, and I'm always key, I'm ready to unlock. I be doing big things, don't even.
Welcome back, everyone, to the newest edition of Once a Week. I'm Billy Janlutis, and today we have a new guest, one we haven't brought to the show before, but something tells me the impact of our conversation will leave a lasting impression on you here and now. He's the author of the book, The Invisible Saint on the Hill, which recounts his own personal spiritual experiences and his family's experiences as he grew up began to walk the path of growth, enlightenment, and deepening his faith. Now, we have connected to bring these spiritual concepts and ideas to you to help you along your path, deepen your faith, grow your awareness, and potentially help you with what you might be going through right now. And there's a lot more that I could say. Like I already just told him, I've read about half of his book so far, and it's fascinating to me. But guys, right now, I give you Krish Sharma. Krish, welcome to the show, and I'm grateful to have you here.
Well, namaste. Thank you so much.
Namaste, exactly. No, I love that. I love that. Like I said, you're a new guest here, but when you sent me your information, we connected, and one, you run the Facebook page where we connected for that matter, but you have so much spiritual experience to your life. Just after reading half the book, there's so much there. So if I give the floor to you right now, welcome to the show, but how's things going for you right now with your journey to bring more enlightenment to people with your background and whatnot? Let's start with that area. Welcome, and just kind of I'll put the ball in your court for that matter to where we want to take this.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here. And yes, life is full of learning.
Mm-hmm.
We all have a purpose. We come on this earth, we take birth. There are some reasons behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But as you know, we start from the very beginning. When a child is born, and the newly born child, he or she is silent, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we just, slaps a little and do some facial and this touch expression, and he or she begins to cry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the beginning of the life.
Yeah, yep, for sure.
The message which I want to give here is we all come on this earth to suffer and to learn.
Definitely, right? Yeah.
So the first expression, the emotional expression is that the child cries that I have come on this earth. This is so much deeper actually.
Mm-hmm.
And so the life journey starts from there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have also seen a child who is not aware, who doesn't even learn to see. The vision comes later after 4 or 5 months of a child's birth.
Right.
So sometimes all of a sudden the child becomes fearful, right? Like this, right? The child smiles sometimes, and all of a sudden the child cries. So these are all the past life reflections which comes into the mind. Now I'm coming to the main point. As we grow, right, we learn from each and every soul we meet. I will not call as a people. I will call it as a soul because this is only the physical body, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the child's birth in a particular house, there is a deeper reason.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
Who is his or her parent,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
Brother or sister. So they are all connected with the past lives.
Yep.
They have the debit and the credits, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have seen in our life that a child is born in a rich family, right? But it's not in his destiny, right? To enjoy the pleasures and all. Suddenly, after a period of time when he or she grows, the family, falls into some economic crisis and all.
Right.
So it was like, so everything is destined.
Yep.
Everything is pre-written, but that doesn't mean that we should give our try to live a better life.
For
We
sure.
should not have ambitious and all. So it's a deeper we will cover as our conversation will go on.
Yep.
But yes, now coming to the main point, I have learned a lot in my 44 years of age.
Hmm.
But the best part is the blessings which I have from the hill.
Yeah.
That
Right.
is very mystical. I was 4 years of age. Nice. I was just 4 year old, and I heard my grandmother and my mother conversing about the hill.
Hmm.
That then an invisible saint appeared in the form of Lord Krishna in our farm,
Hmm.
and my grandmother saw,
Hmm.
right? And he disappeared. So the Krishna form, Lord Krishna's form, if somebody appears and it disappears, no, it's a big thing. I
Mm.
mean, God help. But this story continued as a saint up till this last December 2024, 31st December,
Okay.
no, yes, 24.
Hmm.
So my uncle was the main serving person
Hmm.
of the invisible saint.
Right.
So, like a child, cries to go into the market or to the mall or somewhere, right?
Hmm.
So I just cried seeing my uncle going to the hill, and he did not take me there to
Right.
the hill. So as he reached to the hill, the saint appeared to him and he said that that child is crying there. You please go back and bring him. So that was my beginning.
Mm. Exactly. Right.
So the first miracle happened as I reached on the hill with my uncle. I prayed some Sanskrit mantras
Hmm.
which I learned in my school. So
Right.
I closed my eyes, and the first miracle happened was a manifestation of a sweet,
Mm.
packed sweet
Right.
packet. So that actually was the turning point of my life.
Mm.
I started believing in the divine powers and the God.
Gotcha.
That yes,
Yep.
some right.
Right.
So
I love
this
that.
there are so many experiences which I have written in my upcoming book, but this seed of devotion, right,
Hmm.
was inside me from
Yep.
the child. So as I grew up, I met many people. Some taught me hard lessons, some taught me to be on the right path, and also I was confused. And there
Hmm.
are so many teachers also, so many saints, right? So many professional teachers are also. So, I got confused.
Yeah.
See, because life is a very deeper subject. One cannot reach to a conclusion about life.
For sure.
There is no, there is no definite, medicine, or I should say medicine for the different diseases of life. When
Yeah.
I call disease is the, the obstacles or the relationship which we handle. There is no unique, what's it, solution for
Yeah.
the variations in the life because Billy is unique,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
You face, I may not face. So the solutions and the approaches, everything differs, varies from person to person.
For
So
sure.
I was, of the view that I should go much deeper into this subject.
Mm. I love it. Yeah, I love it. And to branch off of that, you kind of just drop so many nuggets of information that people can absorb. To start with, just your synopsis of life beginning and the relationships that we're surrounded with as we're born to this world and growing, as you mentioned. The people that are around us are connected to past lives, and it could be my mother could have been my sister, could have been my brother, could have been whatever in a past life, whatever. But our souls are connected, and those souls are meant to help my soul, their soul, whatever it is, achieve, grow, heal, whatever the process might be for that individual person. So I wanted to kind of reiterate that to listeners and viewers right now, because oftentimes when we're going through life and we're hitting obstacles and pain is occurring, and we might not be taking action towards what our destiny might pertain, what our goals, what our dreams. I believe our goals and our dreams are aligned to our destiny, and the process of achieving them creates the growth that our soul came to grow into, and the people that are surrounding us. And I'll say this for people listening: the person that hurts you the most in your life, whoever it might be, if someone has, brings a reason for that. And that's not saying that person was malicious in any way, but your soul could have used whatever pain brought that because it sparked something new in you to follow a new path or to, in my own experience, to shake some of that light loose, meaning you're step more into that greater version, that highest self. And so, regardless of what someone listening or viewing right now, your personal experiences might be, I always come back to it. It all works together. And I love that because Krish, you come to us from India. You come to us from a me here in America, seeing all these different cultures, studying all these different cultures, but seeing the line that connects all of us, the spiritual connection that we all have. People look at these conversations from different perspectives to whatever their environment or upbringing was. But to know that there are similarities in all of them, it says, hey, you're on a path. Your soul came here to learn. Your soul came here to grow. Your soul came here to elevate. And from that point on, we start to look at our life from a different perspective. And for you and your own experiences, where you had that experience with your grandmother, with your uncle, and then eventually, you, as your book says, and as you just told us, you started to be able to go to the hill yourself and you started to have deeper spiritual connection. So there was a seed in you that began to grow, as Zoom gives us a thumbs up right now. There was a seed in you that began to grow itself to where, okay, there's a part of me that really knows this is the path and I want to follow it. And there's a lot of people that have those seeds in themselves that they might not be aware of the path. They might not be aware of what area to step into. What would you say to someone listening that feels that and needs to kind of step forward in that faith rather than maybe their environment, their lack of awareness or fear is holding them back? Because you, at a young age, and a child tends to have um, a childlike faith, a childlike belief where they can achieve, they can do, they want to go. You want to go with your uncle to experience that spiritual experience at the hill. So there wasn't a fear there. You were like living in wonder as a child is meant to do. As we go older, that wonder tends to kind of be closed off in some ways. So if someone's listening and they kind of feel closed off, what would you say to them where a step of faith in the right direction could open a whole new door for them?
Very nice question, actually. See, it's a human mentality, right?
Mm,
That rich, a person, a millionaire or a billionaire, having all the luxuries of the life,
hmm
right? He or she is having the love which he has desired,
hmm
and he has manifested everything in his life, right?
Right.
So he would not be into the devotional path or towards the God that much, which a person who is facing the scarcity,
hmm
right? Or who is facing the adversity and all.
Mm, right.
This, this, we are humans, right? Unless and until we feel the urgency of the need, right? Or
Mhm.
the need of the blessings we need, right? Or someone is in the, in the hospital, being
Mhm.
in critical situation. So immediately, our mind diverts us towards the God,
Right. Yeah.
right? We pray that, please God, save my uncle or save
Yep.
my wife, save my child, right?
Right.
So I would like to add here. So there is no fear
hmm
at that time. Your soul and mind and heart directly, guides you to pray to the Almighty
Right. For
because
sure.
He is the ultimate solution.
hmm
Because sometimes medicines do not work, the prayers work.
Yeah.
So, what I want to add here is, you see a graduate person, a graduate person, right?
hmm Right.
Looking for a job, or maybe he is studying and he
hmm
fall into love with a beautiful girl. He may get attracted or maybe attached. There is difference between attracted and
Yep.
attachment.
For sure.
Now I connect this with the God, right?
hmm
So the desperate, how desperate he or she is to call or to see the messages,
Mm,
right?
right.
How desperate is to meet him or her, how happy, and if there is some delay in the response or the reply,
Right.
he or she gets, what to disturb in the mind or thinks all the possibilities why he or she has not replied. So
Right.
what I want to add here is, everyone can, you know experience the miracles of the God. It
Mm,
is not like me getting manifested sweets in my hand, the letters in my hand, or the trident moving with when I pray.
yep.
The miracles vary from person to person.
For sure.
So one should have that kind of love towards the Almighty
True.
that we cannot live without seeing Him or without reaching to Him. I,
Yeah.
I connect the, boyfriend, girlfriend love, the intensity to meet and to talk.
Right. Yep.
So,
It's true.
this word, I am not against people to enjoy the life or whatever,
Mhm. Right.
But yes, the one who, arranges food for you,
Mhm.
one who has arranges that girl,
Right.
who has made that fate to meet. We
Right.
forget him only. We should have that level of love for Almighty.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. And I completely agree with that in the sense of there are so many human experiences where we have a want, a desire, someone's attention, could be want of an actual physical thing, whatever it is, but that urge, that desire to have that in our possession or that experience should be the connection that we have to above, to a higher power, God, source, whatever term people want to put on it right now. And it's funny, another thing came to mind when you were talking in the sense of we have so many desires in life for sure, and we want to follow them. And then I believe, and I've seen this in my own life, I've seen it in other people's, whenever I get to work with clients or speak to audiences, whatever it is, and someone gives their personal example of whatever happened to them. And it led them to a certain area of their life. It led them to a new experience, it led them to a new door opening. Sometimes we have such a desire or an attachment, as you said, to want someone's attention, might not be above, but we want someone's attention, and it doesn't work out. And then now we're left anew, where it's like sometimes in rubble, and sometimes we're just like with our head down. But when we
Yeah.
start to pick our head up, that's usually, in my own experience, where we recognize that God is always right there. And those people along our path are orchestrated to allow us to want it so badly, knocked backwards. Oh, wait, now I can look up and realize one, who is really there, but also two, who I am. And so those experiences are orchestrated along our path. And it kind of connects to something I know people ask you a lot of questions about. It's mentioned in your book, but the karmic aspect and how certain experiences come to cleanse you or heal your soul or help your soul elevate in certain ways. Do you correlate those two examples, or are they two different ones in your own experience for that matter?
Yeah, of course.
Hmm.
I can just give me this question in one sentence so that I can put it in some more deeper way.
For sure. Yeah. So karma is a major thing that gets brought up to you. So when we are going through life and we have that attachment or that desire of something, yes, it's meant to lead us above, but with our destiny, people, different souls are meant to come across our path to help us. And that help might come in the form of, we'll say, physical pain or emotional pain, mental pain, if we will. So, in essence, the karmic aspect, if we can grow through that experience, we become stronger, we become better, we become our highest self. So the karmic aspects related to your point of how we're meant to have that deeper connection above, and that's essentially what our soul is trying to come and grow into. To have that enlightenment, to grow into. You had your own enlightening experiences from a child onward. You've had your own pain. You've had your own experiences, and they've deepened your faith. They've deepened your awareness. They've deepened your light. All of them karmic related helped you heal, let go, grow. What's your take on all of that?
Yes. As I said, everyone we connect, are some or any other way connected with us from
Right?
the past, right?
Yep.
Some comes to heal us, some comes to teach the lessons. So it's
Mhm.
a debit and credit of the statement of the life.
Yeah.
It's as we see our bank account, no, how many debits are there or the
Right.
credits are there. So
Uh-huh.
we all have this, statement of our life account.
Hmm.
And now I'm coming to the point of karma. How does karmas get recorded? I mean,
Mm.
it is, and very much interesting, topic to go much deeper into it. You know, suppose I am Krish living this life here.
Yep.
I create my own karma in my present life.
Hmm.
I also face my previous karma in this life.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
So this all goes simultaneously. So
Mm.
when I die, my physical body dies. It gets buried or it gets burned as per the religious rituals which we.
Right. Hmm.
So these all karmas get, recorded in the microchip in the
For sure.
soul. So when we take birth, it all, repeats at the right time.
Right.
So as you said, some souls come to heal, some souls come to, teach us.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
So the souls which whom we were friendly with, right?
Mhm.
Where we were very in good relations and we have not hurted, we have helped them. They all come to help us,
Right.
right?
Yep.
Those whom we have created problems, whom we have hurted, they, come to compensate that.
Hmm.
Right. So now we take the personal experience, like a father, being indiscriminate.
Yep.
With being discriminate, he loves one child and
Hmm.
he doesn't love the another child. Maybe it is possible, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, so the child which is not getting a parent's love,
Hmm.
maybe he is more, serving than the other.
Right.
But the past karma is that that particular child would have created problems for the father. So
Mm.
now he is creating the problem. So
Yep.
this is a deeper mathematics actually. Now how we create our karma in this present birth
Right.
is that how we react to this.
Gotcha. Mm.
So when we meet people, one who creates problems, we need to be awakened to that level.
For sure.
We
Right.
need to study the patterns of our life.
Yep.
That this particular person, how my life went, how my experiences were over the years.
Mm.
So if pattern continues, no, Billy, we need to learn that these are the karmic patterns.
For sure. Right. Yeah.
So, hearing the word karma will not work.
Yep.
We will have to understand that
Mm.
yes, these are karmic patterns, and I have to raise my inner consciousness,
For sure.
my enlightenment level,
Yep.
that even if these storms are created by the relatives or by wife or by girlfriend or something,
Yep.
I should accept it as my karmic debts.
Gotcha.
And the enlightenment and the level of our intellect
Yep.
should guide us not to be affected by them.
Mm. Gotcha. Yeah.
This is what we want to tell.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
once this depth cleared, no, your path is cleared.
Mm, right, I get that. It's very interesting and very insightful because I always find that even my own experiences or people that come to me for certain questions, you tend to see why things happen the way they do. And if it is related to the karmic aspect for any example we give right now, I always look at we always have you know certain scriptures describe the fact that we all have free will. We do. And free will from our past lives creates the karmic pattern that we then live and heal and grow through in our next life and so on and so forth. And then the deeper I go into the mind, or the deeper I go into the emotional side, the spiritual side, whatever it might be, the energetic side, we can say, you start to, I feel, and this could just be me, but I feel when certain instances or experiences are occurring in the moment, if you do heighten that ability, that awareness, you begin to recognize, should I go left? Should I go right? Your higher self is going to guide you. Should I go left or should I go right? And I gave this example to a client the other day, actually. Um, Phenomenal guy, sweetest heart, just wants to share his love to the world, help people in a coaching side, help people in a giving to the poor side. All these incredible, enlightening moments.
Guy
And
who is having the cap, I think I don't remember the name, who met the accident, right?
um,
Frequently. I saw one of your previous recording in which that guy
Actually,
met.
different one. Actually, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so this is actually a client of mine that I work with, and he'll be on pretty soon for another episode. I'll give you that. But he gave an example to me of he's trying to do so much goodness in the world, and it related to this concept that we're speaking on now for listeners and viewers, where our heart, our soul knows the path to go in life. When we have free will, we could do anything. We could sit there, and if I know I'm a good-hearted person, and I know I do not want to harm anyone, I do not want to take a life, whatever it is, do I still have the free will to do those acts? Yes, I do. I could sit there and go drive my truck into a tree, knowing full well I have full control over this. However, that creates a karmic path because free will is still open for all. We can do whatever we want. However, to follow your highest self, to trust your intuition, to trust your guiding light, as we say, higher up, higher power above, to trust that you can walk in that faith. But then I feel, as you take those steps to heal, forgive, grow, whatever it is, you start to heal your soul's path. And as you just touched on, Krish, you start to kind of grow that enlightenment. You start to clear the path. The road ahead starts to kind of clear its way, we could say, because you're healing what happened in the past, but I also mean the past life aspect. Do you agree with that concept, or is that kind of, are we on the same page with this, where the free will comes into play with healing our karmic path?
Definitely. I mean, your inner soul always guides you.
Right?
What is right and what is wrong.
Mm-hmm. For
Before
sure.
you hurt, right? Before you speak some harsh words to someone, you know, within a fraction of second, your mind gives a calculation. No, this is wrong.
Mm,
But it is your decision
right.
to utter that words which will hurt him or her.
Yeah.
So this way, the inner soul always guides us to the right path.
Right.
And when we neglect, we
Right.
ignore the divine guidance of our souls, which comes for a fraction of second, and consciously, we hurt someone,
Right.
right?
Hmm.
So that creates the karma. Any sin, anything, you know, anything which is done with a conscious mind and with
Yeah.
full awareness creates a new karma.
Interesting. Yeah.
So I agree. And this enlightenment, and to understand things and to make yourself capable of not getting by affected by karma, it doesn't come just by reading about karma.
Yep. Right.
I would like to throw lights upon it, how it comes. It
Yeah.
comes by reciting the Lord's name.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So this enlightenment doesn't come from reading the books. It will not have any effect on you.
Right.
I mean, there are crores of people who are believer of God,
Hmm.
and if a storm comes, they get mentally disturbed,
It's true. Yeah.
right?
Right.
So this enlightenment, this everything comes when you give time to God.
I agree to that. And now we're on the 100% same page with everything because, and I don't mean to cut you off. I'll pass it back off to you in a second, but I love that so much because for most people, we live in an age where learning, reading, studying AI, studying whatever it is. Let me ask it this spiritual question, and then okay, like I've got clients that tell me, well, AI, ChatGPT told me this, ChatGPT, and it's just, yeah, but what do you think is the right answer? What do you feel? You got to spend time with yourself, meditate, pray, connect, go for a walk in the woods, whatever it is. But we have to give ourselves space to grow that spiritual side, that unconscious side of ourselves, if we will, to connect. And so for you to say that right now, you got to spend time with God because that's when, one, we're spending the most time with ourselves, but we get to know who we are in God's image, in that light. And it connects us back to the destiny of the path we're meant to walk. But I just find we live in an age now where putting the phone down to be able to spend time with yourself is the toughest thing. So for you, Chris, what could you give people listening right now? Sadly, people look at spending time with God as a large feat. it's something. It's like, oh, how can I fit that into the schedule? And it's like, what do you mean? You know, I sit there. It's like, wait, take a step back. Like, you have 5 minutes. That's all you need. What do you do to help people recognize there's so much power in spending time with God?
So it's a very nice question. Each and every soul likes appreciation.
Okay. Yep.
If I want to make you happy, I want to make your soul happy, right?
Hmm.
A little words of appreciation, right? A
Right.
sweet good morning or hi,
Yeah.
that will make your day.
Hmm.
But if I ignores your message, or if I hurt you, you
Hmm.
will not be that much closer to me.
Right. Yeah.
So what God requires, if you offer millions of dollars in a temple or in a church,
Hmm.
will it impress God?
Yep.
No, no, it will not impress.
Right.
What God needs is our love towards Him.
Yeah.
So in my book, I have mentioned actually
Yep.
what is required. Three main elements are there.
Hmm.
Come closer to God.
Mm.
Love, faith, and devotion.
Okay. Yeah. Mm.
The more love you have, the more faith you have, the more devotion you have, you will not be the part of the crowd.
Yep.
The
Mm.
process will start
Right.
like a seed, it grows, it takes its own time, no? Similar, these fruits of devotion
Yep.
also takes time.
Right. Yeah.
If we guide someone, no, to turn towards the God, and if he prays, oh God, please help me, yes, Om Namah Shivaya, okay, five
Mhm.
minutes and done,
Yeah.
and you are again back to the material world,
Yep.
right?
Right.
This will not, yes, but I here don't want to give a message that you leave your business or your job and you start chanting his name.
Right. I gotcha.
This is it may come a question from,
For
so
sure.
that doesn't, yes, you may ask a question. So how it needs to be done,
Yep.
right?
Right.
It's like a love of a father to his daughter. You have a daughter, no, little daughter, right?
I don't.
So
I have my niece, but I completely get what you're going with. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
howsoever busy you are, so whenever you see your niece, who is little,
Yep.
you meet her, you greet her,
Yep.
you touch her with so much of love.
Yep.
So that even that love is not for a, uh, you know, uh, more period of time,
Right.
considerable time,
For
right?
sure.
Even if it is for a shorter time, but there was so much love,
Yeah.
and that child so much happy.
Yep.
So it's like, you can connect to the God in the similar way. While driving the car, you talk
Yeah.
to the God. And
Exactly.
we should establish a relationship with the God actually.
For sure. No, I love that. And it's funny.
So
So, and you go, you keep going. I'll say something after you. Go for it.
yes, you can worship God as a father, as a brother.
Yep.
Women can pray to God as a husband or as a brother.
Hmm.
It is all, God just want love from you and complete surrender.
Right.
And as per my experience, one should be so much honest in doing the deeds for
Hmm.
the livelihood and everything. One should
Gotcha.
try his best. But
Hmm.
you would have heard about Ramayana.
Hmm.
It's a sacred, about Lord Rama's birth until this devils were killed like Ravanas and all. So
Hmm.
Ramayana is a very nice book, which is a nice guidance for all the humans how this human life should be lived,
Gotcha.
right? So
Yeah.
we come into this context. Rama says, uh, what don't remember the chopai, the slokas there. Some sentences are there which are called slokas, but it says, uh, "Do your best, God will do the rest." I present it in a
Okay.
different way.
Yeah, for sure.
It
Yep.
do your God best, and God will do the rest. Let's come into this sentence. We
Yeah.
put our all the efforts in our business and everything, and if we fail,
Yep.
so it is written in the Ramayana that profit, loss, name, fame,
Hmm.
death, and birth are in only in the hands of Lord.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So one should not worry about the results.
Hmm.
One should be doing, putting his or her efforts consciously and
Yep.
with wholeheartedly,
Gotcha.
wholeheartedly,
Yep.
keeping in view all the prerequisites.
Hmm.
You did your best. You have given everything which was required for the success in a business, right?
Right.
And
Yep.
even if it, you suffer loss, or you get failed in it, you should not give up.
Mm.
You you should be ready in the will and wish of God. You should again try,
Right. Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
because it
Uh,
was not in your hand, not to get disappointed in it.
right. Yeah. I love it. No, I completely love it, Krish. And it's funny. So, to all of that, I want to kind of dissect it for some people listening right now. There's something that I've always said. So, growing up, growing spiritually, going to church, studying, and then just kind of like observing, I guess you could say. I always sat there and, so I grew up in a Greek Orthodox, then led into Christianity, and then kind of now just grown, expanded to kind of understand different cultures, what's their perspective on God, everything like that. So growing up and years ago, you see the shift happen at least in that culture of no longer doing we're basically told God never doesn't look for flesh sacrifices anymore like he did in the Old Testament. The olden times where they're sacrificing animals, whatever it is, God doesn't look for that anymore. All he asks for now is your time. And as to your major point right now, coming from your culture inside of it, God wants your time. He wants a moment. Just as you just said, me and my niece, or someone, their child, or friend, mom, whatever it is, nothing beats a moment in time. And we create those moments in time. The problem, I think, with the world now is we're so future focused. We're so externally driven to physical reality where I have to go put all my energy into something, go, 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 go. And because of that, we aren't prepping ourselves to go as quickly as we can by having a present moment with God. And I always say you find the presence in the present. And that's where prayer comes into play. That's where meditation comes into play. That's where you can truly align. And to have a moment in time, that's all God asks for. As you just said, it could be someone driving right now, listening to this video, listening to this podcast, and they pause the podcast and sit there and listen, like, all right, God, and they can let it out. And one, that's a venting opportunity for the brain, for the mind, for the stresses of life, but it's a connecting moment where your energy, your frequency, your emotion actually starts to raise up because now you have a direct alignment with God, with the power, with the Lord, whatever term people want to put on this now. And it allows you then to see your life experiences differently because you're no longer rushing ahead. You're giving a moment to what deserves your moment. And I find that if we really connected all the dots, I love how all of essentially all the cultures that are trying to get us to elevate our enlightenment, spiritual, we're all saying the same thing. Have a moment to go, have a moment with God. But to your point, Chris, to be able to show God your love, just as you would a child, I think that's a opportunity so many people overlook because to sit and look at that, maybe that's sitting on the couch, maybe that's a walk in the woods, maybe it is a meditation, maybe it's a walking prayer. It doesn't have to be sitting prayer in a church or a synagogue, whatever people listening right now, wherever you go. But that's all God's asking for. But at the same time, that's all your soul is crying out for. To have a moment, to stop rushing, to recognize that all of the material things of life, all the goals that we have, all the external factors can only be created from the internal factors. And how do you improve and strengthen the internal factors? You have a moment with God. So, Chris, I
So,
appreciate you diving into all that. And you take it and run with it. Yeah.
make this video more interesting. You ask a question now. I would like to ask a question.
Go for it. Yeah, let's go for it.
What according to you, God loves the most? What are the expectation of God from us? I mean, I present it in another way.
Okay.
There are five people. five people in a meeting hall, right?
Hmm.
Who amongst those five will God love the most?
I would say all of them, right? Because we're what well he'd I would sit there and I would challenge it in the sense of God loves us all, but it's a matter of us showing that love back to him. So if there are five people in a meeting hall, you go, you take it. Yep.
That's nice. You are not at all wrong. God loves everyone.
Yep.
So I have added the most word.
Okay. The most. Who loves the most? I
Yeah.
don't know.
In Ram, it is said, Nirmal man jan so mohi bhava, mohe chal chidr kapat nahi bhava. This is, a Sanskrit
Okay.
shloka.
Yep.
It is written that Lord says, I will love the most that particular person who is kind,
Mm.
who is helpful, who
Yep.
is pure from the heart,
Yep.
who is merciful, right? So
Yeah.
there are five people in the meeting room, but
Hmm.
one is hard, one is cruel, one thinks evil,
Right.
bad for others. One is
Yep.
so much selfish that because just for the sake of his promotion or
Yep.
for the bonus, he degrades others.
Mm.
So like, so if you want to become favorite of God,
Mm.
right?
Right.
One should have that all that ingredients. It is
Yeah.
not just it should come from within.
Yep, for sure, right? And it's cool too because in you giving those characteristics of kind, merciful, so on and so forth, it's funny because in the Christian text, just to know from this knowledge, um, essentially speaking, that's how they describe God's character, God's spirit. So for God to love the person who embodies that the most, many cultures depict that as you're embodying God's spirits. I mean, you're walking in that light as God would. But I'm using different cultures and scriptures all at once here to show the alignment of all of them. But it's very fascinating to know because I always sit there and I look at it like this. Yes, to walk in God's path, to be that type of person, I feel on a spiritual level strengthens you. It allows you to be someone that other people look to for knowledge, help, support, wisdom, light, whatever we want to put, without a doubt, because you're walking in the path. So if you're as your culture in Sanskrit states, to follow that path connects you to God. So God will shine more love upon you. To also see the other side of the spectrum, to the other people, other four people in that room that, you know, don't do the best deeds, acts, whatever we say. God still has love for them, but I always look at it where that person, God never leaves their side. However, that person turns away. And so until that, when that person eventually turns back, realize God's always been there, whatever path they are on now, God will still be there with them. But now connecting back to the karmic point, they kind of got a lot of things to go about because of whatever the path. So the love is still there for everyone. Just a matter of do you embody these characteristics that God across all cultures tells us when you walk in this way more love is shined upon you, but more doors begin to open because there are more doors in yourself opening up, in your consciousness, in your mind, in your spirit. What's your take on that, Krish?
I would just say that, when one dies,
Hmm.
he should not have any regrets.
Yeah, for sure. I get that. Yeah. Mm,
If I have
completely.
met you, conversed with you,
Mhm.
I lived my life. We have, let it take it other ways. We have lived our life. We met all the people throughout our life,
Yep.
right? So we should not be in a position during our last hours that I did this particular wrong thing with this
Right.
person.
Yep. For sure.
This is
Yeah.
our core purpose, inside.
Hmm.
So if I am on the bed of death today,
Yep.
I should not have any regret that what could have been done by
Yeah.
me was not done.
Yeah. Right. Completely agree to that. And it's
It doesn't
I
mean
love it. Yeah.
you think out of the box and in not in proportion of your capabilities. I mean,
Yeah,
not of the capability, but one should try his or her best.
for sure. Right. And that comes back to being aware of your actions in the moment, having that free will, as we said earlier, but stepping in alignment to your soul and following it. So where when you're on your deathbed, do you have regrets in this life for one? But if you do and you hold on to them, that leads into it will lead into the next life in a karmic aspect. But I come back to forgiveness in that point where depending on how much someone on their deathbed is recognizing that they're, oh my goodness, I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I did this. Regardless of how much time they have left, to be able to have a moment of forgiveness in the sense of apologizing to that person for the soul, and that whether someone does that or not, but also having a moment. I always look at it, forgiveness is for the other person, but it's predominantly for us. But I always sat in at least one of the scriptures from Christianity, you are forgiven as far as the east is from the west. Not too many people accept that, I find, in their own life. But when you actually recognize, as far as the east is from the west, meaning it's never ending. So if God's already forgiven us for our sins, the struggle becomes that we do not forgive ourselves for our sins because that karmic aspect, as you touched on, but there's a guilt. There's an inner guilt that holds on to. There's a regret, as you're saying on the deathbed, where finally your soul is about to pass on. And then you get hit with, oh my goodness, I can't believe I did this, or I forgot I never did this, or I didn't do this. And you're holding that guilt inside of you. To me, as you transcend and pass on, your soul then has to recognize that, and then it leads into the next life. But if we want to connect the destiny piece to all of it, and this is just my mind connecting dots and whatnot, if we connect the destiny piece to all of it, was that soul supposed to go through all those experiences in that life so it can learn, see that side of the coin? So in the next life, it can rectify it, learn the other side of the coin, because I find that a soul we're all meant to be light bringers in this world. We're all meant to be lovers in this world. We're meant to shine our light, shine our love to so many people. In that, in past lives, are we not supposed to experience all aspects of this world, all aspects of this life, meaning the good and the hope for that good, also the pain that comes from the other side of it that we have to heal, meaning not the best choices, not the best actions, bad choices, we could say. I want to be able to get to more to your book, and I know I'm taking it into so many areas, but I'll ask this last question, and let's hop into the book more. That being said, what's your take on a soul having to experience not the best choices to rectify that later in past lives?
Yeah, I have seen, many people talking about getting things work in their favor
Hmm.
or to manifest something all of a sudden,
Right.
right? Or, to get something miraculously
Okay.
or
Mhm.
perform certain rituals or worship so that, your this pain gets deleted.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
you are free from particular pain.
Hmm.
Correct.
Right.
There are so many gurus. You
Yep.
understand the word guru,
For
right?
sure.
So
Yep.
many.
Exactly.
I am talking about the spiritual gurus,
Yep.
whom, thousands and lakhs of people worship them as God.
True.
And they
Yep.
reach to them, please, free us from our pain or bless us.
Yeah.
That's not the way it works.
Right. For sure.
No, that is actually, ignorance. And that
Mm.
is the wrong part being played by them.
Gotcha. Yeah.
First of all, I would like to say God never punishes.
Mm. Yep. Right. I agree.
God is mercy.
I
It
agree with
is
that.
we. I am Krish in this birth.
Yep.
Who knows what I was in my previous birth?
True. Very true. Yeah.
But who knows what I will be in my next birth?
Right.
So there is a beautiful example of Mahabharata.
Yeah.
Bhishma was, the senior most in the Mahabharata.
Hmm.
So he was laid down on the bed of arrows
Okay.
during his last time.
Hmm.
So when the war ended, it was a war of the right and the wrong. I
Okay.
don't know you would be knowing about the Mahabharata or not, but let's take it as on one side Lord Krishna was there, and
Okay.
on the other side Bhishma and all this was there. So Bhishma was lying on the bed of the arrows,
Hmm.
and during his last time, he speaks to Krishna.
Okay.
Oh Krishna, I remember my 100 births memory. I know.
Hmm.
I haven't done a single sin in my life. All these 100 births were sin free.
Hmm.
So, what is that making me lying on this bed of arrows? These are hurting each and every part of me.
Right.
So, what could be, what is the reason? It's very deeper. I mean, one who has not done a single sin in 100 births,
For sure.
he is suffering. He is on the beds of arrows.
Yeah.
Krishna said, Bhishma, you remember your 100 birth, but you forgot, I take you to your 101 birth,
Hmm. Gotcha.
where by mistake, a snake was on your way, and you threw that snake to the thrones,
Wow.
and
Interesting.
his body, that snake's body bleeded, and he
Wow.
died in pain.
Gotcha.
But so the Bhishma's question was, but that was not, intentional. I never knew that I am throwing the snake on the thrones.
Yep.
So Krishna says, yes, that's why you were forgiven in the 100 birth.
Gotcha. Wow.
You were not by your karma.
Yeah.
So Bhishma again asked, so it was not a karma created by me.
Hmm.
Then, Krishna said, yes, of course. Again, the question was, then why I'm lying on this arrow bed?
Hmm.
Now Krishna says, this is very important message to the people. During the Mahabharata, the Duryodhana, name of his family member,
Okay.
so they, were about to, what should I say, insult Draupadi. Draupadi was the wife of five Pandavas there.
Okay.
So in the all the kingdom where all the king's ministers were sitting, and that Duryodhana, Dushasana, and they all were, you know, opening the sari, the clothes of Draupadi.
Yep. For sure. Yep.
They wanted to make her nude
Okay.
in front of, insult her.
Hmm.
Now Bhishma was powerful during that time. He was also sitting at a place there. Bhishma kept silent. He did not resist, and he has not opposed.
Hmm.
So he was silent, and he was well in position to stop that sin.
Hmm.
Then Krishna, did the miracle. The length of the sari, he increased the length of the sari, and that people, you know,
Yep.
kept on, what should I say,
Pulling.
uh, um, opening that sari
Yep. Gotcha.
to insult. But that length,
Never
clothes
ended.
length got increased.
Hmm.
So Krishna said that since Draupadi was insulted, you were powerful there. You were capable of,
Hmm.
stopping nonsense, but
Right.
you kept silence. So your that particular karma where
Hmm.
this snake got hurted and
Right.
bleeded,
Hmm.
it gets generated. It is because of your silence of not speaking against the injustice or the
Right.
sins
Yep.
caused you to sleep on this bed of arrow.
Yep.
This is how karma, works.
Interesting. Very fascinating. Yeah. Wow. No, I
It's not
appreciate those
about
examples. Yeah.
really, it's not about doing something wrong to others. It's also about if you are capable of saving someone
Right. For
from,
sure. Yep.
if you are people enough, and if you keep silence, it also creates karma.
For sure. Yeah. Very fascinating. And I appreciate you going to those examples because that whole concept, it opens another door into my mind where, and I'll say this, and then we'll kind of lead more into your book, and then we'll close the whole thing out for everyone. But that concept of you, we all can at any moment help someone across the street. Do those opportunities pop up? Yeah, they do. Some people might not see it, whatever it is, but we all, I've felt it. I know everyone else will feel it in the sense of you're crossing the street or whatever, and someone needs your help. Could be that old woman that needs help crossing the street. Could be, I don't know, a child's ball just like went into the road, whatever it is. And we all have a moment to stop what we're doing, go help out, and done. And then cool, okay, on with your day. And then more often than not, I always looked at it in the sense of traffic. You got a lot of people that have road rage where they get very upset at other people on the road, whatever's going on. And I always sat there when I used to work in the inner cities and whatnot. I would just let everyone go at a red light, stoplight, whatever it is, let everyone go. And I would notice that the more I did that, the more there was less road rage from other people, but the more other people began to help me and let me go in the whole thing. But it's a concept of we all have these instances throughout our days where we can lend a hand, we could step into that nudge. I think there's a nudge on all of our hearts to help out. There's a nudge on our spirits to, oh, that person needs your help right now. Most people will walk the other way because they're so into their schedules, they're so into their routines, they're so into whatever. To your points right now, Krish, of in those two examples, the intention might not have been to hurt the person or whatever. It's just, oh, they were just on their way. They just did what they thought was normal. Got up, and then someone else will come, someone else will help. But the point of the message is like, no, slow down for a moment, do what should be done right now, and then act on what should be done right now, and then usually the path opens up to make it better for you. I just find this in my own route with like the letting the people cars go and everything like that. Usually when you lend the time and lend the hand to someone that needs it, I feel a blessing comes along the path to help you when you need it. And regardless of connecting to karma or what, I just feel that's just how the universe and God helps us along our path because it's like a thumbs up. Hey, you didn't let the schedule and the rushing and the go, go, go get you for this moment, and you helped so and so across the street. Awesome. Thumbs up. Or you gave, I don't know, an elderly person the time they needed with a conversation. And they just wanted the time to talk and you gave it to them. Cool. You didn't let the stresses of the worries that they get to you. You went on your way, and now whatever happens, happens. Usually that's rewarded in my eyes. Um, but to close all that, Chris, right there, let's get into more of kind of a main reason you're here. As much as I kind of took the conversation in so many areas, but the invisible saints of the hill. I would love
Yes.
to dive into that before we kind of close this whole thing out right now. So I know you sent it to me, and I've read about half of it or so. Is this book available for people where they can learn from your experiences, learn from your teachings? Is it available yet, or what's the take on all of that?
Yeah, actually, our main purpose for this, was about to discuss about the hill only. But
Yeah.
the conversation were deeper.
All right.
So it was necessary. So let me quickly, brief about the hill, the miracles of the hill, the
Hmm.
blessings from the hill, as well as the learnings. It is also, connected to the karma only.
Right. For sure. Yep.
Few instances where like my uncle died
Hmm.
in 2004.
Hmm.
So the hill saint was in physical form with
Hmm.
me in Ujjain. Ujjain is a city.
Yep.
So we were there in the Kumbh fair. Kumbh Mela is where thousands of saints you know, uh, get together is there, and it's a spiritual gathering.
Okay.
So he'll sent, I call him Babji.
Hmm.
He said, "Krish, tomorrow you go to your uncle's
Hmm.
village and you just go there, meet him, and don't stay overnight there.
Hmm.
Return back."
Yep.
I was surprised why all of a sudden he asked me to go there.
Hmm.
But since he has said, I obeyed him, I went there. What I found is that he was seriously ill.
Okay.
I met him and I remembered the invisible saints who was in physical form in Ujjain,
Hmm.
that I not have to stay there overnight. So I left from there.
Hmm.
And while I reached back there, it's part of the book.
Yep.
My uncle died.
Mm.
He left his body.
Yep.
So when I reached back, you know, I understood the whole story, why he sent me there. Because
Yeah.
he wanted to meet him in his last time.
Mm.
Now I asked him, why did restricted me in staying there in the night?
Hmm.
So, you know, the saint said, you are very emotional.
Mm.
So we did not want you to be there. That's why we called you here.
Okay.
And the best belief was he was physically present there in that city.
Yep.
And when I later on came and my aunt said that the same saint reached to that village after I left from there meeting my uncle.
Mm.
That saint came, squeezed few drops of grapes juice into my uncle's house, and he went back.
Okay.
So he was present in other city which was 120 kilometers away from that village.
Okay.
So he was present in same form at two places. So this
Wow.
is just example of the you know the miracles of the hill saint.
Yeah.
Now I coming to the main point. He is not an invisible saint.
Hmm.
Shiva Mahapuran is a sacred book of Lord Shiva.
Okay.
I am a farmer on the hill, and since the disclosure is restricted about the hill, so I
Hmm.
found that farmer many years before, and I asked, this is a secret place. We haven't disclosed it about to the much more people. How did you come to know about this hill? This is very important, which I would like to describe.
Yeah.
It will benefit the audience here. He said that I am a Shiva devotee. I read Shiv Mahapuran. Shiv Mahapuran is completely dedicated for Shivas. So in Shiv Mahapuran, it was mentioned that if a devotee puts only linen clothes in his body,
Hmm.
just covering the below waist part, and he roams in Kumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela is a fair which comes after every 12 years.
Okay.
That farmer, roamed in Kumbh Mela with full devotion,
Mm.
and that saint appeared to him.
Okay.
And saint said to the farmer that my place is at the hill near your village. You can come there and worship.
Mm.
I have appeared to you because of your devotion.
Hmm.
Now, this was in the year 2006, I think.
Okay.
So, during that period, there was no AI.
Yeah. Right.
So, this AI has helped me a lot actually.
Okay. There you go.
It is a blessing for me.
For sure.
So, I purchased a physical Shiv Mahapuran book.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's a long book,
Yeah.
maybe 400 to 500 pages.
Right.
So, I was having so much busy schedule. I was handling a team of 300 people in a bank. They
Gotcha.
were
Okay.
reporting. Yes. So
Uh-huh.
I was head of the account opening in a bank where we used to open the accounts, the back office operations.
Yep.
And later on, so there these my reporters used to work in day shift and night shift, and I was the head there.
Okay.
So we used to take care of the operations of 700 branches pan India.
Wow.
Volume was huge, and it's like I purchased that physical book, but I did not get time to
Yeah.
read where
Sure.
on what particular page, which particular page is this mentioned that if a devotee roams putting linen cloths and Shiva appears,
Gotcha.
right?
Wow.
So Then I was part of a leading bank for the audit and compliance, and I had to travel all over India for the audit purpose.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
I feel to, go through that physical book, and I came to know someone from United States of America. Yes,
Okay.
she is, Shiva devotee. So I was, just conversing with her some deeper facts of spirituality,
Yep.
and I discussed this particular incident that this particular farmer came there. He read in Shiv Mahapuran, and I just failed to find where it is mentioned in the
Yeah.
Shiv Mahapuran that Lord Shiva appears. So
Yeah.
she said, "Oh Krish, in which era are you living? Let us put it in AI and just find."
There
So
you
we
go.
have just so we wrote uh, the question in the AI.
Hmm.
Who appears if a devotee roams in a Kumbh Mela just by putting linen clothes with complete devotion? And the answer was
Hmm.
there was some other saints and Shiva also.
Okay. Gotcha.
It is mentioned about some other gods and Shiva also. Now,
Okay.
how I reached the conclusion that he is Shiva? This is more important.
Yeah, for sure.
So when I was with him, his physical form, it's a long story. How he came, how he disappeared. That's a long story. It is
Yeah, yeah,
covered
yeah.
in the book.
Yep, for
Let's
sure.
come to yes. So there is a Mahakal temple in Ujjain. Mahakal is the name of Lord Shiva.
Okay.
So the beauty of Mahakal temple is the line of equator passes over through it.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
This is the mystical fact.
Yeah.
Line of equator, line of equator. It
Yeah.
passes just Mahakal temple, and
Wow.
Mahakal is so powerful,
Hmm.
right? So Babji, I mean that invisible saint, I call him Babji.
Yep.
He just, said to me that, uh, Krish, let us go to Mahakal temple today.
Okay.
So when we were on the way from his camp to the Mahakal temple, since this Kumbh Mela is a gathering of, many saints, so we found many sages, saints, and sadhus on the way.
Yep.
What I noticed was everyone was bowing to him.
Okay.
Every single sage was bowing to him, and I was walking with him.
Yeah.
I noticed this. So this
Mhm.
was something which has, struck me
For sure.
that he is, his enlightenment, or maybe his level of his level is getting reflected or to all these stages on the
Yep.
way.
Definitely.
When he is inside Mahakal temple,
Hmm.
So what we do generally when we enter to a church, we just bow and
Yep.
pray, right?
Yep. For sure.
What note in Babji the saint was he was smiling. He just smiled and he didn't bow.
Okay.
And as if he wanted me to notice that.
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
did that.
Right.
So being in that premises in front of the Shivalingam, I
Yep.
did not ask him. But when we came out of the temple after I worshipped there, I smiled and
Okay.
I said, Bab, I understood who
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understood. And I said, you are not a saint because Mahakal, Lord Shiva is the greatest God.
Uh-huh.
I mean, who can smile like, right? It was a deeper message.
Yeah.
Only a God can smile.
Gotcha. Wow.
Had he been only an invisible saint coming in physical form, he would have definitely bowed in front of Lord Shiva.
Interesting. Yeah.
So that was in my mind, in
Yeah,
my
for sure.
conscious was, and in my subconscious mind.
Right.
So 31st December 2024, I came to know about this text by AI on
Yep.
which page number it is mentioned.
Right.
I went to the hill. I was in Mumbai then. Hill is around 600, 700 kilometers away from Mumbai. And I went to the hill,
Okay.
and in my mind and heart, I worshipped him, keeping in view that he is Mahadev, he is
Okay.
Lord Shiva.
Yeah.
So I did that Abhishekam.
Okay.
Abhishekam are, these videos I posted in my Shri Shri 1008 Incarnated Invisible Gurudev Facebook page.
Yep. Exactly.
He offered that I started that Abhishekam, that trident started moving.
Nice.
Nobody moved because there is no human there on the hill.
Gotcha.
That was a clear message to me
Yeah.
because before this, for a period of 35 years, I used to worship considering him as a invisible saint.
Gotcha.
But that trident moved for the first time.
Yeah.
Then, you know, I prayed that please disclose me who you are.
Yeah.
And, and I was recording it for the first time
Okay.
on
Yeah.
my. So I saw that shadow shape coming from back of the moving trident.
Wow.
Correct.
Yeah.
And as I started him worshipping in the form of Lord Shiva, his
Yeah.
blessing started.
Wow.
There are many incidents, Billy, actually, how he saved my sister, how he saved my brother when my brother's appendix was busted.
Yep. Mhm.
Appendix,
Gotcha.
and he saved. Later on, it came into the letter that we have saved.
Wow.
Many times I pray whatever is in my heart.
Yep.
It, the reply for the inner thoughts comes.
Yeah.
Even
Mm.
he that we are on this meeting,
Yep. For
Zoom.
sure.
Yeah, yeah. Many times, the smell, divine smell surrounds me.
Yep.
Be I be in Mumbai or in Delhi or in Kolkata or in Chennai or in Hyderabad or whichever city I am, the
Yeah.
divine smell surround.
Yep.
So, since I am very much emotional, I can't see people in any kind of pain.
Yep.
So over the years, to few people who were in trouble, who were
Yeah.
in some kind of pain, I just, directed them towards the hill.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah.
So experienced divine smell, the sweets
Yep.
manifested,
For sure.
they were blessed, and many how, they were facing economic scarcity, and now they are having a big market of 100
Wow.
shops.
Yeah.
We cannot, yeah.
That's
But
awesome.
now, message which I wanted to give is I have never written the hill's address in my any of my posts.
Okay. Yeah.
That that is the main point here.
That's awesome.
No crowd is allowed there.
Yeah. Right.
I
And
don't
you
want.
mentioned that at the start of the book. Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And there is no intention of making that hill as a famous in the world because it doesn't require, and even I don't require.
Yeah.
The
For
only
sure.
motto is only motto is one who has true love, faith, and devotion,
Exactly. Right.
right, will automatically be called to the hill.
I get that.
I
Exactly. Hmm.
am not a guru.
No.
I am not a miraculous
Yeah.
person.
For
It is
sure.
his wish and his will
Yeah.
what to show and what not to be shown.
Yeah. Right.
People from Germany, France, they came and they experienced miracles there.
Okay. Yep.
So it's not about miracles.
Yep.
Now I'm coming to the main point. When it comes to the blessings in saving the life of my brother,
Yep.
of my sister during the COVID, yes, he has protected me.
Yeah.
But you will not believe, I was a drugstore owner.
Yep. Right.
I was a garment showroom owner.
Uh-huh.
I was, successful in real estate.
Yep.
And I worked as a medical representative in a
Okay.
pharma company. I
Gotcha.
worked teacher in the lowest wages. And that period was like we were so much rich.
Yeah. Wow.
But I have never asked for the financial abundance at the hill.
Gotcha. Yeah. Hmm.
This is the main thing which I want to cover here. And I have failed a lot in my life.
Uh-huh.
I have quieted pain in my life,
Hmm.
right? I suffered a lot,
Yeah.
but I never complained at the hill.
Yeah. Mm.
The reason behind it was my uncle was seriously ill for many years,
Yeah.
and I asked him a question that you are directly blessed by the invisible saint.
Mm.
He can bless you within seconds and you will be all right. So why
Yeah.
don't you ask? I mean,
Right.
he is powerful. So there were incidences where the invisible saint through ancestral way, no, astral way,
Yep.
took my uncle to other places.
Right. Okay.
Within seconds, he used to disappear and appear at a different place.
For sure. Yeah.
So, I was, you know, very much, kind, so I could not see my uncle into pain, and I just said that what is the reason?
Yeah.
Is he not capable of, making you free from this disease?
Right.
My uncle said, yes, I spoke to him.
Mm.
He said, this is the karma which you have to face.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Can we can free you within seconds,
Hmm.
but in this birth or in the next birth, you will
Right.
have to face.
Yeah.
So my uncle, readily said that I am okay. I want to be, burn this karma in this birth only. That is the
Yeah.
main point. Now,
For
coming to
sure.
my part, I had a discussion when he was in physical form in Ujjain,
Hmm.
and I said, you are, the saint who knows past, present, and the future.
Hmm.
You are capable of doing miracles within seconds. Why am I suffering? And
Yeah.
how can you see me suffering?
Yeah.
So the best part, very interesting part he answered was Lord Rama when came on earth, you know, his guru was Vasishtha. And
Hmm.
Vasishtha knew the present, past, and the future.
Gotcha.
But Vasishtha saint did not tell Rama that you will go for exile for 12 years,
Yep.
right?
Right. Yep.
That, invisible saint said that Lord Rama's legs were so soft that
Uh-huh.
even the flowers used to hurt. Correct.
Mm.
But he had to walk on thrones not for a day, not for a year, almost for 12 years.
Wow. Hmm.
In, so on this earth, whoever takes birth, has to suffer. And one more thing is, we all are, restricted by the rule of the divine, not
Mm.
to tell about the future.
Okay. I get that. Yeah.
I said, so you would continue to see me in pain and continue to see me, fail in life. I also want to succeed because there are many people who are doctors because of my help.
Hmm.
I have helped a lot to people for education also.
Yep.
I have did a lot of things not to mention because, it will be of
Yeah.
no use to
I
disclose.
understand. I get it.
It can, creating the karma because a donation which is done for the name and fame doesn't gets counted in the higher realm as a
I get that
donation.
for sure. Yeah.
So I will not go deep into it. But then he said, we can do it for you also immediately.
Okay.
He was that was mystical conversation.
That's awesome.
But
Yeah.
do you want your good time to come now and suffer this at the later stage of
Mm.
life when your kids will grow?
Gotcha. Mm.
So along with you, your kids will also have to suffer. Now you
Wow.
tell.
Yeah. Right. Mm.
I was ready. And he said, whatever you have lost, I mean, where this recording is getting recorded, now we are on a Zoom
Yeah.
in this city, you will not believe, Billy. I sacrificed a real estate property of around 24, 5 crores Indian rupees for my brother.
Okay. Gotcha. Mm.
5 crores in India is not a small amount, and I was happy.
Yeah.
My driver was crying, he had tears. That
Gotcha.
you are not shaken, you have no effect. You have
Mm.
lost the property of 25 crores rupees. I said, yes, okay, because I have, followed my dharma for my brother.
Mm. Gotcha.
Then,
Yep.
yeah. So now coming to the main point, he said that what you want to suffer now or later? I
Yeah.
said, I want to suffer now. So this is all. karmic things getting burned.
Yeah.
He also said that whatever you lost will come in a bigger form, in a better version,
Yeah.
right? And in more quantity, whatever
Yep.
you have lost.
For sure.
So it has not shaken.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So real guru, whoever tells you no, that we will bless you within so number of days, within 15 days, your work will be done,
Uh,
or within a year you will become rich. These are all false commitments.
yeah.
I also asked to the physical form when he was in with me in Ujjain, who is capable? I mean, many gurus says that we have blessed and people get blessed.
Uh,
Miraculously, their works gets done. Their sufferings get, uh, removed from their life. How is
uh,
it possible? The
mm.
only guru, only person who is capable of doing is this. He should have that much of tapasya. You know tapasya?
What is
The
that?
credits,
Mm.
the meditation.
Gotcha. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
One has to sacrifice that to
Yep.
uplift or to burn the karmas.
Yeah. I gotcha.
If person is not into devotion and if he doesn't have that amount of credit, in his account,
Yep.
he is not capable of removing the sins or burning the karmas or blessing a person within few seconds or few days.
Yeah.
This is
I,
all things.
yeah. Right. It's all connected. It's all connected.
Yeah, it's
All right.
important. I mean, if I ask you, will you please, lend me $1,000?
Uh-huh.
If you have, then only you can give.
Uh-huh.
If you do not have, you cannot give.
Right.
Similarly,
Yeah.
one should be capable of, lifting
Yeah.
a person, burning his karma or
Yep.
blessing him miraculously. He should
For sure.
have that things.
Yeah.
So it's like that. And one more thing
Yep.
I would like to add is we talked about how a person should come closer to God, and
Yep.
I added love, faith, and devotion, three words. So it,
Yep.
it was not only at hill. Recently, I went to the in a forest.
Okay.
I think we
Yeah, for sure. We
we
were, yeah, messing about that. Exactly.
So I was in a deep meditation there, and there was a Shivlingam on the bank of River Narmada. River Narmada is a very sacred river, and there are stories when the saints used to meditate there for many days and months. She, she is a goddess. She herself came and feeded them.
Mm.
So it's the bank of the river Narmada is very sacred, very holy
Nice.
place to meditate, and I went there.
Wow.
I was there when we discussed. So I
Yep.
was meditating to the Shivlingam, and I prayed to Lord Shiva
Yep.
that people go to the temple, they all pray to you wholeheartedly, right? And I also visit the hill, but I see miracles there. I want to see something.
Yeah. Right.
If you really love me and if I really love you, I want to see something here. So it's
Yeah.
not about the. I had mystical experiences there, and I posted there
Yeah.
with proofs.
Right. Yep. Wow.
So
I love it.
there,
I love all that. Yeah, you keep going. You keep going. Yep.
the first day when I went there, a squirrel came and she was moving around that Shivlingam squirrel.
Mm. Gotcha.
I noticed squirrel and I thought, yes, it's a normal squirrel. Maybe she would have come
Yeah.
normally. And noticed the crow, you know,
Uh-huh.
saying something,
Okay.
voice of the crow. So I just felt that something divine is here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 2, 3 days I went there and I sat for hours for meditation. And I noticed this squirrel coming every day and that crow also coming every day.
Okay. Yeah.
So one day I thought that let me feed this squirrel. So I, uh, you know, went to the nearby city and I brought some biscuits. And
Okay.
I offered that biscuit, two biscuits near the Shivlingam.
Okay.
The squirrel came and she ate half of that biscuit. The
Okay.
biscuit was round
Uh-huh.
and one more biscuit was there. And I was just noticing. So I closed my eyes again. There was no one, Billy.
Uh-huh.
Literally, there was the squirrel went, half biscuit was there, and the full biscuit was there. So one and a half biscuit was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What opened my eyes, the half biscuit. I saw the crow taking in its nib that one
Okay.
biscuit, and the crow flew.
Okay.
And searching for the half biscuit, it was not there. It
Okay.
disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is also connected to the hill. Whenever we offer some fruits and something sweets packets and something there, no, they all get disappeared. There is
Gotcha.
no one who takes. This is a
Wow.
different thing. I have mentioned it in this story.
Yep.
So I was happy that this disappearance part is still here on
Yeah.
the bank of river Narmada, which is around 500 kilometers away from the hill.
Yeah.
Next day I went there, and I was just praying to the Shivlingam. So I just, in Hindu culture, we just
Yep.
move around the deity statue,
Okay.
to worship. So I was just moving around
Uh,
Shivlingam,
yeah.
and there was coins, 1 rupee coin on the Shivlingam. There was Lord Ganesha's statue, marble statue.
Uh-huh.
1 rupee coin was there, and there was one more deity. 1 rupee coin was there. So
Okay.
when I was moving around, no, along with this 1 rupee coins on each statue, there was some leaves, a particular leaf which we offer to Lord Shiva.
Okay.
So the leaf was on that Lord Ganesha statue also, on the Shivlingam and the other deities.
Yeah.
And I just heard voice of coin dropping.
Okay.
So one of the coin got dropped. This has happened me at the hill also.
Okay.
So a coin came all of a sudden, manifested all of a sudden with this voice, and I had shown it in one of my posts in my palm.
Yep.
So what I noticed that there was no wind blowing,
Okay.
and if you see, the weight of a coin is much more than a leaf.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that leaf didn't fell down,
Yep.
but the coin fell down.
Right. Wow.
How I could know that this was, some miracle which was shown to me there, because I have, experienced this at hill.
Yeah.
How this,
Exactly. Right.
so my question was answered, that if you love me and if I love you, you please show me something.
Wow. Yeah.
It's about, one can
Uh-huh.
experience miracles and connection with the God if you
Yeah.
develop that kind of love, faith, and devotion.
Yeah. Right. That's all. And
This is
I love that. Love, faith, and devotion. And to all of your examples you just gave us, I,
important thing. I would
yeah. You go.
say, otherwise I will forget. We had a premature baby actually,
Uh-huh.
and you know, it was a tough situation.
Yeah, for sure.
So I was in a situation that either my wife could be saved or that baby, because
Oh, wow.
the
Okay.
body was.
Yeah.
So when it came out, no, it was. I just prayed to the hill. It came into my
Yeah.
mind so far. Who should be saved? That was a very difficult situation.
Yeah.
So I just prayed, please, because the child is not grown, and please save my wife. So
Yeah.
my wife was safe. And in India, in our culture, we do not, perform the same rituals, you know, to burn the body, which
Okay.
we do for elders.
Yeah.
So we bury the child.
Wow.
But I was alone with my driver. I went keeping that child's body. It was,
Yeah.
you know, rounded in some plastic and given to me by the hospital person,
Yep.
and I went there. I was alone. Since I am very much alone in my life, I am not dependent upon anyone.
Yep.
I do not get any kind of emotional support.
I
This
gotcha.
is also karmic guidance, and I learned a lot from it.
Okay.
And the
Gotcha.
one more part is, my weakness was that I, pleased everyone to
Okay.
love me, to care for me.
Yeah.
That was my, foolishness.
Okay.
Because, yeah, that was my weakness, and due to this, I failed a lot.
Okay.
I should cover. Yes. Because something like, if I feel that Billy is a good person,
Mhm.
right? It has nothing to do with male or female.
Yeah,
If I
for
feel
sure.
Billy is a good person, and if I foresee that you need my support,
Uh-huh.
you will be in some kind of problems in future,
Uh-huh.
right? Related to the life or something, I do my best to
Mm.
contact you. and
For
you
sure.
feel that why this particular person is behind me.
Hmm.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So, and if you do not talk to me, I feel bad. I felt bad.
For
So
sure.
I learned a lot, and now my approach towards life and everything has changed. So
Yeah.
I was in calm, and we went to the place where these last rituals are performed,
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
called Sham, right? So the graveyard, which you said,
For sure.
that particular.
Exactly. Yep.
So I was alone, and the driver was there. So the driver said, let's bury the body.
Uh-huh.
And I was with tears, correct?
Yeah.
I said, no, no, I will not bury. Said, then I will perform the whole rituals for this.
Gotcha.
He said,
Yep.
it's against the rule. I mean, we do not burn a
Yeah.
child's body.
For sure. Yep.
It, but I said, no, I will do it with complete procedures.
Yeah.
And I did the last rituals.
Okay.
What I saw, this is, I saw a tilak on his forehead.
Okay. Gotcha.
Understand tilak, no?
Uh-huh.
It's kind of reddish line.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yep.
The eyebrow. Many Hindus put a tilak, but I saw that on his forehead.
Saw it. Okay. Gotcha.
Putting his dead body, no? I just said that you haven't even seen me. You haven't opened the eyes.
Mm.
I am not, a kind of person who would wish to have a son. I have a daughter,
Hmm.
and but I said, I don't know. I request you to come back to me.
Okay. Yeah.
And I prayed to the hill that
Yeah.
please send him only.
Yeah.
This is a miracle. Actually, I will give you the proof. So the body was burned. I left from there.
Okay.
Years after, a child was born.
Okay. Yeah.
I saw the same tilak on the forehead of my child,
Wow. Very interesting. Yeah.
and
That's
it is
awesome.
still there.
Yeah.
It is still,
That's awesome.
it is still there. So I
Yeah.
know. See, these are all hard to believe facts, but
Hmm.
one one is, one can know about a person or about a god, you
Yeah.
know,
Right.
only when he is completely attached or give time. You
Gotcha.
know,
Yeah, we sure.
what and about your best friend,
Yep.
nobody else can understand.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
He other person may point out that he is a drinking personality, or
Uh-huh.
maybe he is the best person, but the positive and the negative aspects of it.
Yep.
So I know how it works. So the child came, right, and he has this tilak. And
Yeah.
when he comes up, he is completely into devotion. He
Yeah.
experiences,
Yep.
his heart and mind is completely, dedicated towards the hill and God. So this is
Wow.
all.
Yeah.
So there are lot many things actually which cannot be covered in an hour or two.
Right.
But
No, well,
yes,
to that point, Krish, we'll get you on here again and we'll dive deeper into different topics. But to that, every example that you gave us shows exactly those pieces: faith, devotion. The areas you touched on are all lessons for all of us to step into, and they're covered in your book. And I want people to recognize that. I want people to be able to learn more about you and everything as we close this whole thing out right now. But for my own personal example, yeah, I'll say this and I'll pass back. Oh, you go, and I'll say this.
sorry to interrupt. One more important thing.
Okay.
It's a question for all.
Yep.
When God is desperate to help people,
Yeah.
this is why I have interrupted. I'm sorry, it was
That's fine.
not. Yeah, yeah, but it's important.
Yeah.
When God is desperate to help or to bless,
Yep.
because this is what I want. Why the reason why I interrupted you is people are in pain.
For sure. Yep. Right.
People are in pain. They cry inside. They laugh outside just to show the world,
Yep.
right? So when God is desperate to bless,
Yep.
I mean, no one can bless which God can bless, right?
Yep.
Nothing. So there are two things. When the you understand that you are going through some karmic patterns, you have to face adversities, sufferings, problems, and you have tried your best for every solution. You went to every mentor and everywhere, but you failed, and your suffering still continues, right?
Mhm.
I will suggest two solutions. You know, the more serious a disease is, the doctor prescribes the medicines accordingly.
Mhm.
The treatment should be of that level. The
Right.
dose should be. So the more your suffering is, the more you have to turn towards the God and recite His name.
Uh-huh.
This will help in burning the karma soon. Ask
Okay.
for forgiveness for the previous deeds
Uh-huh.
and be so much cautious that you do not create present karma. This is one thing. And when you give up and you surrender completely to the God, that I am finding no way, I tried my best and I surrendered to you completely, and I will not be trying anything to solve this problem. That
Yep.
doesn't mean that you have not to have earned or not to, do the livelihood works, or you have to continue, but it is related to something which is not solved up till now.
Yeah.
You surrender completely to the God with complete love, faith, and devotion, and
Yep.
see within some period of time He will show you some way.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for sure.
So that was, I'm very sorry I interrupted, but this was the message I wanted to give.
No, I love it. And I completely agree with you with that, especially with, all the points you've said throughout this entire interview as we close it out. Love, faith, and devotion. To your spiritual examples, to the spiritual examples and miracles of others that are in need, their faith is what's being acted upon with their steps towards whether coming to you for help, going to the hill, whatever it is. It's a connection. It's a connection point that their faith is being heightened, and then the blessing comes about, the manifestation comes about. Your own examples when you went for your meditations, it's little to me thumbs up from heaven, thumbs up from God that say, hey, you're on the right path to follow that. And to your point of people going to gurus and then gurus having to heighten their own meditation to be able to heal that person. But the goal is for the guru not to be the guru, but to help the person be their own guru, to realize that your divine connection is what heals. Your divine connection is what connects you to God for that blessing. And then, and so on and so forth. So I just wanted to sum that up for everyone listening right now. And Krish, I want to get you on here again to dive deeper into one, your book, but two, you bring so much spiritual knowledge and wisdom from your own experiences, but from what you're blessed with. It'd be phenomenal to have you on here again and answer questions for people to help them understand their own path, whatever it might be. But to close all this out right now, with your book, can people get a hold of it? Can people get a hold of you? Where can they find more about you? Where can they find more about your experiences, your book? I know you mentioned the Facebook page briefly, but tell people right now where they can find more about you and get in contact with you.
Yeah, people can message me, people can email me, or we are connected on Facebook. We
Yep,
both are there.
for sure.
Yeah. So this is the way. I mean, I will more. I can
Okay.
give my contact details even, but yes, we will be so much, restrictive in giving the address of the hill, because
Yeah, for
we
sure.
will we will, yeah, definitely guide person to reach there. We will help him or her,
Mhm.
but to the deserving it not in the sense of a person being rich or poor or what,
Yep,
but he should be in real need,
for sure.
not for a selfish motive, right?
Exactly.
Because the idea is not to, bring crowd there or to be
Yep,
famous, because, you
exactly.
know, nobody can stay there overnight.
Yeah, right.
Once, once a sage, without the permission of the hill, you know, it was dark, it was sunset, and there
Yep,
was a message from the hill to the that sage that please do not, stay here.
yeah,
It's not allowed.
for sure.
But that sage was not a holy saint. He was, like performing some bad rituals or some
Okay,
bad things.
interesting.
So he ran away from there because his utensils, flew in air.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Heard, this is also an important correlation between Kailasha. Kailasha is a mount where Lord Shiva. So
Okay.
nobody can reach there. It's not easy to reach there.
Okay.
So the entry is restricted, I mean, by Lord Shiva himself.
Gotcha.
This hay also a kind of, you
Yeah.
know, Kailasha only, a Mount Kailasha. And
Yeah.
just to mention, there is beneath the hill, there is no place to come above the hill and to go down. There is no gate.
Yeah.
I mean, manual gate is there. You know, the invisible saint, I should say, the invisible form of Mahadeva comes above the hill
Mm-hmm.
from the earth,
Gotcha.
right?
Yep.
As my uncle has described, that there is a lion, there is a python, there is a Kamdhenu. Kamdhenu is a goddess cow,
Okay.
right? So there are so many mystical things. There is a huge
Wow.
Shivlingam there,
Yeah.
and there are five more saints. No, six more saints. They are continuously in meditation, whose
Yeah.
eyes are also hanged. I mean, the age what he predicted was thousands of years. So they are
Wow.
continuously in meditation,
Oh my
and
goodness.
being in meditation, they can reach anywhere.
Yeah. Right. Wow. That's awesome. But no, I appreciate that information on it. For people listening right now, you're going to see Krish's Facebook page roll in the credits in about a moment or so. Follow him, reach out to him. If any of this sparked you, as he just said, the hill is very sacred. But to questions, I know Krish would be open to helping you along your path, whatever it might be. But to that, Krish, I'm so grateful for the time. I think I took so much of your time. For people listening right now, we are on two different time zones, so I took most of Krish's night, but I appreciate the time. But like I said, I'd love to have you back on here and to answer more questions, to dive deeper into more spiritual talk. It lights me up. I know it lights you up. But for viewers and listeners right now, I hope you took nuggets of this conversation. And if you have to go back and rewatch it and listen a couple times, go for it. If there are pieces that you feel connected to, please subscribe to this channel on YouTube. And as always, if at any moment someone popped in your mind, share it to them. To me, that's not a sign to spread Krish or myself or this knowledge, but it's to share the help. Someone might need it. If they popped in your mind during this conversation, send it their way. You never know who you can help. Lend a hand. And please, if you're in need of a coach to help in areas discussed today, head to BillyGLifeCoaching.com. I'll be right there for you, and we can dive into your own spiritual conversations, your own support needed. But look into Krish's Facebook page. I'm grateful for the book they sent over my way. Krish, I hope more people get a hold of your book. It's fascinating. And guys, you're going to see the title roll in a second. But Krish, thank you for the time. It's been an absolute blessing talking with you.
It was nice to be with you. Thank you, Billy.
Awesome.
Namaste.
And namaste. Until the next time, right? Have a good one, guys.
You know I've been around and doing it, but now it's my time to shine and start proving it. I'm losing it, I'm moving it. The city is where I'm made, Bostonian flow, I kick it back there. Yeah, I got game, God in a fan way. We the city of the champs, every sport we play. Spit wetter than the harbor, yeah, I'm flowing like the Charles. I be speeding on this beat, call it Turnpike Miles. Yeah, it's Boo signing on, John to the Hancock, and I'm always key, I'm ready to unlock. I be doing big things, don't even have a deal. Yeah, I battle through these bars, yeah, I always bunker hill. I know that any city I go in, that I be flyer than Logan, and I be flying high. I want this ship up in here, all the way to Shanghai. And my name's not Joe, but I'm not your average guy. I be killing it, east side rapping cause I'm writing where I'm from. And I know for hella sure that I'm right with what I done. In a minute I'ma win it, chillin' with all these women. It's a dream I've been chasing and I'm never gonna pace it. This is something really got lost in. Everybody said no and now they all want it.